Good day, seekers from all over the world. Wherever you may be, it's a great day the Lord has made. Just going to look at a subject I think that is very relevant for today. And that is, I take it as a warning from Sodom and Gomorrah. You know, they say history repeats itself, and I think this is an ideal case to look at that would verify that history does repeat itself, and it looks like this is where we're headed. Anyway, let's jump right into it. We find this account of the destruction of Sodom and Gomorrah in the book of Genesis. It's actually chapter 19, verses 1 through 16. And we'll go ahead and jump right into it. That evening the two angels came to the entrance of the city of Sodom. Lot was sitting there, and when he saw them, he stood up to meet them. Then he welcomed them and bowed with his face to the ground. "My lords," he said, "come to my home to wash your feet and be my guests for the night. You may then get up early in the morning and be on your way again." "Oh no," they replied, "we'll just spend the night out here in the city square." So you see, this is an account of two angels. They're coming to visit Lot and his family, and they're coming to warn them. We'll just take it from there. But Lot insisted, so at last they went home with him. Lot prepared a feast for them, complete with fresh bread made without yeast, and they ate. But before they retired for the night, all the men of Sodom, young and old, came from all over the city and surrounded the house. They shouted to Lot, "Where are the men who came to spend the night with you? Bring them out to us so we can have sex with them." Wow, can you believe how depraved this group of people was? I can see why the Lord wanted to destroy this city. But you see, today too, sometimes I speculate Sodom might be looked upon as no big deal. That's something we need to be tolerant of. But don't let this evil spirit permeate your minds, brothers and sisters. So Lot stepped outside to talk to them, shutting the door behind him. "Please, my brothers," he begged, "don't do such a wicked thing. Look, I have 2 virgin daughters. Let me bring them out to you, and you can do with them as you wish. But please leave these men alone, for they are my guests and are under my protection." Now this verse really makes you think of a few different things, and I've talked this over with some of my friends too, and it's very strange that he was willing to give up his 2 virgin daughters, but then again his obligation to provide protection to these men that he promised protection to. And not only men, these are emissaries of God, these are angels. So the quandary, I think, lies there. But that's an entirely different subject for a different day. "Stand back," the crowd shouted. "This fellow came to town as an outsider, and now he's acting like our judge. We'll treat you far worse than those other men." And they lunged towards the door to break it down. But the 2 angels reached out, pulled Lot into the house, and bolted the door. Then they blinded all the men, young and old, who were at the door of the house, so they gave up trying to get inside. This is quite interesting. They're accusing Lot, "Who are you to be our judge? Who are you to judge us?" And don't you see a lot of that today, brothers and sisters, with the evil that goes on, and we're asked to tolerate it? Who are we to judge what is right and wrong for them, for the world? This is where we're headed, brothers and sisters. This is a dire warning. Meanwhile, the angels questioned Lot. "Do you have any other relatives here in the city?" they asked. "Get them out of this place. Your sons-in-law, daughters, sons, or anyone else, for we are about to destroy this city completely. The outcry against this place is so great, it has reached the Lord, and he has sent us to destroy it. So Lot rushed out to tell his daughter's fiancés, "Quick, get out of the city. The Lord is about to destroy it." But the young men thought that he was only joking. They did not take heed. Kind of reminds me in the days of Noah. They refused to heed the warning. But it's so interesting that the debauchery and the evil in this city had become so great that God says, "I will no longer tolerate it." And I believe that we are very, very close to this same period in time. I mean, can you feel it? Can you feel it in your spirit? Things are changing. I mean, how much more of this can the Lord tolerate? How much more can he really tolerate before we become another Sodom and Gomorrah and he sends angels or agents to destroy us? But by whatever means, I don't know. It could be weapons of the future. It could be weapons that exist right now. It could be angels throwing hailstones. Who knows? But it would be destruction. Anyway, let's move on. At dawn the next morning, the angels became insistent. "Hurry," they said to Lot. "Take your wife and your 2 daughters who are here. Get out now, or you will be swept away in the destruction of the city." I mean, how much more clear can they make it? Angels of God talking to you, telling you to get out of the city, get out, flee now. The destruction is on its way. And I think we're very close to hearing those same warnings. When Lot still hesitated, the angel seized his hand and the hands of his wife and 2 daughters and rushed them to safety outside the city. For the Lord was merciful. When they were safely out of the city, one of the angels ordered, "Run for your lives and don't look back or stop anywhere in the valley. Escape to the mountains, or you will be swept away." And this is how Sodom and Gomorrah ended. One part of the story is that when he told them, "Run for your lives and don't look back," Lot's wife looked back. And what happened? She was turned into a pillar of salt. And there's a lesson to be learned in here, brothers and sisters. When the Lord gives us a warning, we heed the warning. When an angel tells us directly what we are to do and not to do, we need to take heed. We need to take heed. For God is far more knowledgeable and powerful than the human mind, what we think might be right or wrong. When the Lord speaks to us, listen. And I think that's about it for today's lesson, brothers and sisters. But remember, always be prepared to give an account for the joy that lies within you. And pray for all the brothers and sisters now, too. Pray for everyone, because the world is on a precipice. The world as we know it is in a lurch right now, and it can swing one way or the other. We need now to rely on the Spirit of the Lord to guide us more than ever before. So remember this warning from Sodom and Gomorrah. And take care, brothers and sisters. May the Lord keep you and bless you. May his eyes be made to shine upon you. And until next time, take care.